learning how to get AI to do the hard work for you when it comes to taking a trip. Cheryl Strauss Einhorn is an adjunct professor at Columbia and Cornell and the author of the new book, The Human Edge, Smarter Decisions in the Age of AI. And she's here to help us plan our next trip with artificial intelligence. Welcome to New York Living.
Thank you. So happy to be here.
I tell people, you got to just lean into it. It's not going to think for us. It's just going to streamline our lives. Is that fair? AI
always is going to work best for you if you think about first why you're using the tool, right? Because it's focused on patterns, you're focused on purpose.
Laziness.
I like that.
That's why I'm using it. Complete and total laziness.
Well, it gives you such access so quickly to things that you might want to bring together. So for a vacation,
how do we use it? Yeah, how do we use it to plan our vacation?
Once you know what you want, girls trip, family trip to the beach, romantic getaway, once you know, it can access a world of information on the internet and reviews to really bring together different ideas for you to evaluate. So that's a great starting point.
So how, like, because I don't use AI that much, but like if I was to start doing, I wanted to plan a vacation, do I say like, I want palm trees, this, and I put all the pieces, and then it puts the pieces together? Like, how do you operate it in a way?
So
I feel like I'm 90 years old. How does it work?
No, absolutely. The first thing to do is always turn to yourself. What am I looking for, right? If your idea of a perfect vacation is peace and quiet, and you ask AI best hotels in Amsterdam, it may come back with what other people have said, which could be hopping nightlife. And so that's not going to work.
Right.
So your idea is perfect. Start with yourself first. And once you know, then you can say to AI, okay, these are the things, 3 days in Amsterdam, quiet, romantic vacation.
So keywords, you type in keywords and it kind of pulls up everything for you.
Things where you have your goal in mind, that picture of what you're expecting, so that once it gives you back its output, you know how to evaluate it. And then from there you can say, okay, now compare those options. And it can tell you, well, these hotels are closest to great restaurants, but these hotels, these are great if you want to catch the Van Gogh Museum and the Rijksmuseum. So then it can evaluate the options. And then third, you could say, plan me a day.
Right.
Now put this all together, and it will help you think through, well, if you want to get from point A to point B, you might need to rent a car, or you're going to want to take a bus, and these are the buses. And so it can really help you start to imagine once you've given it the goal.
Is this part of troubleshooting? Is this how AI troubleshoots? Because as I'm listening to you and I'm thinking about how I plan my own trips, I'm inadvertently using AI because I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to Paris. I need to know the best restaurants in Le Marais, and it's going to give me something that has artificially automated all this. Just use it. It's being used. But talk to us about troubleshooting. Can you already be on your vacation and then you're like, uh-oh, someone's sick?
Yeah, so let's say if somebody's sick, you can say, where are the best urgent care clinics? Or that trendy restaurant where you read the review, you plan to get there nice and early, but the wait is just beyond what your family can handle. You can say to AI, give me something else. What are the 3 other places?
Where's the supermarket?
Right, or where's the supermarket? And so it can really help you. The other thing that I think is really nice is you can ask it things that you're just not going to know. What's the tipping culture where I'm going? Or is this a place where I always need reservations, or they never take reservations?
Or my widget said it was going to be sunny and now it's raining and gross.
Absolutely, and I need a plan B, and I've got kids under the age of 8.
What about the cons of using AI?
Yeah, I think that's a really important point. There's a couple things. One is you don't necessarily want it to know all the details of your family, right? Plan me a vacation for kids between 8 to 12. Right? Or, you know, let's say you get sick on vacation, you don't really need it to know what the exact
affliction, malady, or thing.
That's exactly right.
How's the syphilis? Do you feel better?
So you really do want to obscure some of the things that are uniquely you. The other thing is it's not necessarily going to know exactly what bridge is out if you're biking, right? Once you get there, you can probably use it to help you find some way to circumnavigate around that. But you're going to want to double check the information. I was recently in Holland biking to see the tulips, and it turned out to be King's Day, Well, AI had helped me plan the trip, but it didn't tell me on King's Day museums are closed, and most restaurants are actually closed for private bookings or just closed.
Oh, dang.
So you do want to double check always.
Oh my gosh.
Well, thank you very much.
Fantastic. Cheryl, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Very, very, very human approach to technology. Pick up a copy of The Human Edge, Smarter Decisions in the Age of AI, wherever books are sold.